Morning, Lata. Let's start with a health insight that stress tends to impact not only the brain but with that also the gut. So if you
Okay.
think that's not getting impacted, you're wrong.
Okay.
But having said that, Nifty, Bank Nifty is like coiled spring which is continuing to push on the upside. So my sense is that 11,800, 850 previous highs should be in order, and private banks particularly should lead this rally. So any sort of decline that you find today towards 11,550 thereabouts, you should try to buy into it. It does not look like you will have huge movements today, but possibly more of an individual stock type of day. But overall, if you do get that 50-point dip, continue to buy into the indices.
Okay. Ashwini, good morning. We're glad to have you back. Hope your recovery is smooth. Just on the Bank Nifty itself, I mean, is this 30,000 level on the Bank Nifty a bit of a resistance zone, or do you think it could get taken out very soon?
See, the Bank Nifty and the Nifty are in such strong momentum that unless there is some real bad news, this kind of momentum finds it difficult to reverse. But what you should do is that buy into declines. Don't try to chase a 150-point gap up and then get trapped and get into all kinds of trouble. Any sort of 100-point dip on Bank Nifty, that would be a good buying opportunity.
All right. Fair enough. This 11,550, you're speaking about Nifty futures.
Broadly Nifty futures.
Okay. Good morning, Mitesh. What's your call? Would you also buy only on dips?
Good morning, Lata. I think you would definitely want to buy on dips, but otherwise, we've been trading long on stock side. On the indices, yes, I think, this still, doesn't offer the best risk-reward kind of an entry. I would want either some consolidation or a pullback, time-wise correction or price-wise correction. I think whatever works out, but I've been waiting for that since last 2 days. It's not happened as yet, but we've kind of slowed down on the momentum on the upside. For the time being, we'll maintain targets of 11,600 and then 11,750, and would prefer to buy closer to 11,450 as much as we can get.
Okay. Prakash is also here with us. Prakash, hi, good morning. It's a long weekend, so I don't know if there are many people even going to trade today.
Absolutely.
But nevertheless, what's the call for the day?
Good morning, Sonia. Well, looks like a truncated week and maybe a sluggish move today, but the trend is still intact up. The technical targets that I still maintain is 11,649. I think it's heading there. As far as Bank Nifty is concerned, the targets are around 30,000 and beyond that to 13,324. These are the logical technical targets, I would say that. But if you get a dip, those certainly are buying opportunity because the trend is still intact up. 11,450, 460, 470 are very strong support zones. If you get a dip, you buy. What if you don't get a dip? Then wait for a correction and buy the correction. Exactly similar is the case with Bank Nifty. Very strong support in the vicinity of around 27,600, 650 zones. We may get it, we may not get it, but yes, the trend is still intact.
Okay. Well, with that, let's come to the individual stocks. Ashwini, I can see that you have some finance companies in your list. And I just wanted to add that US yields have also fallen over the past 2 days. And usually Indian yields follow, which again is usually finance stocks positive. Ashwini, you have some of them on your list.
See, the financial stocks are, outperforming the Nifty by a factor of 2. And possibly because FII money, they only understand financials. So the large financials, they continue to roar up. So try to look for stocks which are FII favorites, and they should keep you safe, even if, the mid caps get into some bit of a consolidation. So India Bulls Housing is a buy with a stop of 726, target of 750. RIL is a buy with a stop of 1360, target of 1410. Hindalco is a buy with a stop of 202, target of 217. HDFC is a buy with a stop of 1975, target of 2010. And PVR is a sell with a stop of 1650, target of 1575.
India Bulls had a big day on Wednesday, up almost 5%. Mitesh, your stocks?
Yeah, I have India Bulls Housing Finance as well in my list. That's a buy with a stop at 715 for targets of 765. DLF could see some continuation, so buy with a stop at 195, look for targets of 208. Similar pattern happening on the charts of IGL, which I would recommend buying with a stop at 299 for targets of 318. And HUL is the solitary sell call. It's continuously trading below the pivot levels of 1700, so keep a stop just above that. 1701.5 is what I recommend, and look for 1660 as the first target.
Actually, we discussed on Markets Today show, didn't we, Mitesh, about India Bulls definitely putting a bottom and moving up.
Okay, well, what about you, Prakash? What would be on your list today?
Looks like a consensus buy on India Bull.
Right.
I too have India Bull housing here. Certainly a good setup. These kind of setups we look for. I think it's climbing to levels closer to around 800 zone, stop below 700. I have one more from this sector is Canfin Homes. That also is looking good. Target on the upside 340, 350 zone, stop below 320 is in order. I have Infosys as well, seen a good up move for last couple of days. It should propel it up. It closed on its high on Wednesday. I think the targets are 750 plus zones, stop below 725. And Sun Pharma. I had a choice between Sun Pharma and Dr. Reddy. I picked up Sun Pharma. I think it's going to around 490, 500 zones, stop below 465.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll come back to you for more questions